Let's go to the latest now on immigration's reform. Rather than risk getting caught, turn yourselves in. That is the latest government strategy in its ongoing efforts to reduce this nation's population of illegal immigrants. And joining me to talk about this is Oxymoron, the executive director of the National Immigration Forum. So, Ollie, with another good morning to you. I know the Bush administration is set to announce that self-deportation policy. Tell me what that is about and how that's supposed to work.
Well, the Bush administration has spent the last 3 years terrorizing communities and workplaces. They've trained a SWAT team of immigration officers to descend upon households and workplaces with dogs, with boats, with helicopters, and we've spent millions and millions of dollars to detain and deport, let's see, landscapers, meat cutters, agricultural workers, and along the way have just decimated communities. This measure, by asking immigrants to deport themselves, is just a plea of desperation on the part of the Bush administration to say that, you know what, this isn't working, we haven't been able to fix the immigration system, you know, we're throwing up our hands.
So Ollie, I mean, we have to be fair. It is more than just landscapers and meat cutters and the others that you allege there. I mean, there can be those that are here in the country that are up to no good, for lack of a better phrase, right? I mean, come on.
Well, 99.9% of undocumented immigrants are here to work. They come here to work. In order to fix the immigration system and find that 0.1% of undocumented immigrants who are here for bad reasons, we should increase opportunities for legal immigration and allow the undocumented community to get in line for citizenship. Then we shrink the size of the haystack and we're able to find the needles. But that big haystack right now is causing a monumental waste of time and money and tax dollars on the part of immigration enforcement. So, and along the way, we're just targeting the hardworking immigrant family who has always made the nation great.
So, Ollie, you talk about having more legalized employment positions for these people. What about the employers these days? And they're going after them to some degree for hiring the illegal immigrants. How do you feel about that?
Well, a few months ago, or 2 months ago, in Postville, Iowa, there was a large raid, detained hundreds of workers, and these workers this was after, I think, a 2-year investigation on the employer as well as the workers, and the workers were detained and given these, accused of these trumped-up charges, in my opinion, but the employers who were it's being found that abusing workers, were assaulting workers, were not even paying workers a fair wage, and in fact had minors as employees. These employers have gotten off completely scot-free. I mean, the Bush administration has allowed the criminal acts of employers to go completely unchecked.
So, okay, Ollie, I can't give you a free pass completely on all this. I mean,
fair enough.
For this solution, you don't think it'll work? I mean, anybody will go turn themselves in for what reason? What is it that you think won't make that work?
If an undocumented immigrant wants to return to, let's say, Guatemala or Ireland, what they have to do is go to the airport, buy a plane ticket, and leave the country. To go to an immigration officer and say, you know what, I'm going to leave now, it makes no sense. Why would a person want to put themselves in that sort of situation where they know that if they are put into detention, there are reports of people actually dying in detention or being put under major physical duress. You know, let's just go to the airport and buy a ticket and we're done. But that's just how little sense this makes and how desperate the Bush administration has become around immigration policy, and it's hurting all of us.
It is an interesting perspective you bring to the table here, Oxymoron from the National Immigration Forum. You're welcome.